We turn right now to big news from the U.S. Supreme Court today that could have a direct impact here in New York. The justices voted 8-1 today to overturn a law in Colorado that banned conversion therapy, finding in favor of a Christian counselor who said the ban violated her First Amendment rights. The majority found that the ban censors free speech based on viewpoint and said that the so-called strict scrutiny standard applies here. Now, the case was sent back to lower courts with little chance it will hold up. 2 of the 3 liberal justices agreed with all of the conservatives, though Ketanji Brown Jackson said states should be able to regulate health care, even if that means incidental restrictions on speech. In a statement, the executive director of the Pride Center and Gliss of Western New York said the following: "It should be noted that every major medical association opposes gender conversion therapy. The American Medical Association states these practices may increase suicidal behaviors, cause significant psychological distress, anxiety, lowered self-esteem, and several other detrimental impacts." Now, New York passed a similar ban on conversion therapy in 2019. It got the support of most Republicans, including State Senate Minority Leader Rob Ortt from Niagara County. Many experts believe, though, that New York law is now at risk. I know there is still some litigation to be had here, but at the end of the day, does this ruling tell us that New York's ban is also going to be overturned?
Definitely casts New York's statute into question. The Supreme Court ruled in Colorado that the ban on conversion therapy was an impermissible ban on the free speech of the therapists giving that advice to their patients. In New York, the law is structured similarly but not the same. There are some more exemptions in the New York law that allow for conversations about behavior identity or coping strategies, as long as the intent isn't to change the patient's orientation. So there are some differences between the New York and the Colorado law that may save the New York law, but again, these will all be taken with very strict scrutiny.
It could be a long time before we find out what actually changes in New York. Is that fair?
Yes, that is fair, and which also gives the New York legislators a chance to revisit the law and revise it pursuant to the direction of the court to see if they can maybe add more exemptions or make it a little less likely that the Supreme Court would strike it down in the future.
So to his point there, legal analysts today pointed out that Justice Kagan, in her concurrence, seemed to lay out a roadmap for how state legislatures can amend their bans to make them viewpoint neutral and thus constitutional. Based on today's ruling, we'll keep following that.